Don't help a fool. You have a son, you have a daughter who has destroyed themselves, is going down a path of destruction. You can't bail them out. You can't save them. They're literally going to destroy everything that comes into contact with them as they have. Sometime, go and talk to somebody who's standing on a street corner. I'm not just picking on homeless people, but I've done this. I've got a lot of experience with this. Go talk to them and ask them about their relationships. Where are your parents? A lot of times they say their parents are dead, and they're not. Where are your parents? Oh, they're in such and so. Why don't you go to them? You know why? Because they hurt their parents so badly that their parents can't have anything to do with them. Some of them have wrecked their parents financially. They've gotten in trouble, and then their parents borrow money against their own so they can try to get them out of trouble, and then the scoundrel jumps bail and runs. Their parents lose their house. That happens all the time. Their sister or brother feel compassion for them, and they say, oh, I don't want to see them out on the streets, so come stay in my house, and they steal their children's clothes and sell them. Or they get in their purse. Brother gets in his sister's purse and steals the money she was going to pay her rent with, and she gets evicted. That's the sort of thing a fool will do. A fool doesn't care about his own destruction. You think he cares about yours? And if you think you can help a fool, you are going to have to turn to the next verse. Let's see. The next verse would be verse 12. No, we were there, 16. Wherefore is there a price in the hand of a fool to get wisdom, seeing he hath no heart to do it? A fool is not going to invest in wisdom. Doesn't have a heart for it. Again, do you see the issue here, though? See, it's not, well, I just always been this way. It's how I was born. I've just always been kind of a little crazy. You know what this is? It's a heart issue. And the problem with the heart is a lack of fear of God. You say, Pastor, you know, when you describe things, you describe me a little bit. Then there's hope. If you can see that, if you can see that you fit the description of the fool in any way, then all you got to do is get a heart to fear God. And you can be wise. Seriously. Fool isn't a person that's written off that there's no help or hope for. Verse 21, he that begetteth a fool doeth it to his sorrow. Well, that's true. And the father of a fool hath no joy. Many a father, many a mother have suffered broken hearts because of a foolish child. Verse 28, even a fool when he holdeth his peace is counted wise, and he that shutteth his lips is esteemed a man of understanding. We talked about that, better to be thought a fool than to open your mouth and remove all doubt. Chapter 18, verse 2, fool hath no delight in understanding, but that his heart may discover itself. What is the popular phrase that goes with this verse? Follow your heart. Follow your heart. That is well, I almost said the word dumb. That's not a nice thing to say, is it? That's the dumbest thing anybody could ever do. I'm just following my heart. Well, pray tell, where's your heart going? Where's it going? What kind of heart do you have to begin with? Yeah, the Bible says the heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. And so you say, well, dear heart, where are you going? Oh, I'm going to a lovely field of roses where butterflies romp in the sunlight. That's going to a pit. That's where the heart's going. That's where wicked hearts go. You see. The Bible kind of helps you with that, doesn't it? Follow your heart. Fool hath no delight in wisdom, but that his heart may discover itself. Where's my heart? It's worse than going down the yellow brick road. Verse 19, verse 1, chapter 19, verse 1. Better is the poor that walketh in his integrity than he that is perverse in his lips and is a fool. You ever had somebody really mouth off and then they point to their financial success, or at least the perception of their financial success, to point out that they're better than a person who's not. Oh yeah, well, you know, who's driving the Ferrari here? I'd rather be walking than be a fool in a Ferrari. Now, a fool in a Corvette.
Same thing.
Yeah, a fool's a fool no matter what he's in. Chapter 23, verse 9. Who can say I've made my heart clean? I'm sorry, that's chapter 23 and verse 9. Speak not in the ears of a fool, for he will despise the wisdom of thy words. You see the point? You see this overall instruction not to bother trying to instruct fools. Not bother trying to help fools. Invest in wise people. My wife and I literally are in tears when we realize that a person's a fool and we can't help them. It's really heartbreaking. I've gone to great lengths to try to help fools before. And I've seen people change from being foolish, by the way, and be able to be helped. But there comes a certain point when I realize that person despises instruction. They can't be told anything. And I can't help them. Can't help a fool. You want to just step in between them and their consequences. Stay awake, consequences. Now listen up. But what's going to happen is you're just going to get their consequences. Let a bear robbed of her whelps meet a man rather than a fool in his folly. You're better off to meet a bear that you've stolen her cubs